Hey everyone, if you do not know me, I'm Amy and I'm on a mission to have healthy skin, a healthy mind, and a healthy body. In today's video, I am discussing diets and acne. So if you know nothing about me at all, then you would not know that I have been dealing and struggling with acne for like the last decade plus. And of course, through that time, I've tried a lot of stuff to help my acne and to try to help my acne really. So when I first began having acne and acne issues, skin issues overall, diet really wasn't a thing that I necessarily considered right away. It was something that I really did not want to consider because I love food. I've always loved food. I've always been a foodie, and I think my love for food really grew around the time that I began to have acne, and it's been stronger, you know. So it was really hard for me to make a connection to diet, what I'm eating, and the acne that I was, experiencing. And I even heard doctors tell me and say on the internet that diet, what you eat, did not affect your acne. And eventually that idea became like ludicrous to me. I just cannot believe that what you eat and what you consume does not affect the state of your skin. I can't believe that. Now, I think for some people can literally eat whatever they want to eat and they will still have perfect skin. I think it might be genetics or something like that, because I know people who eat like everything they want to. They eat all the dairy, all the cheese, all the meat, all the desserts and the sugary foods and literally anything they want to eat. And they don't struggle with acne. And here I am, like, looking at a donut, thinking about eating a donut, and I can feel a breakout forming. I know some of you can also relate to that. And it's very frustrating, especially as somebody who loves food, as somebody who really takes pleasure in eating and trying new things. And at some point, it did become a little bit of like an unhealthy thing for me, because I tend to be an emotional eater sometimes. It's just something that kind of started off like as a joke, and it's kind of spiraled into something that's like an actual serious thing. I do tend to eat certain things when I'm feeling a certain way. And that's just that. I do control it more so nowadays, so it's not like, really, really bad or whatever, but overall in this video, I wanted to kind of discuss more about diets and acne and basically everything that I've tried. So I wanted to film this video mainly out of frustration, because I have tried so many different things, and as somebody, again, who loves food, who loves eating, who enjoys eating, it has been really hard to restrict myself. And I went to a doctor who told me I have to give up all processed sugar. And that was really hard. It's really hard to do. Now, I think there's a fine line between something being hard to do and like being lazy. And I also think that there's a difference between something being hard to do and then something being hard to do because you don't have discipline, And let me just tell you all the things that I've tried, okay? And I'm not telling you that I've necessarily completed all of these diets and that I've really tried it from beginning to end and been consistent with it and stuck to it. I'm not saying that, but here are the ones that I've tried, okay? So I've tried the Whole30 diet. I've tried to go vegan. I've given up dairy. I've tried to give up dairy, which I did for a long time, but I still consume it every now and then. I've tried to give up meat. I've tried to give up carbs. I've tried to give up everything other than carbs. Like, I've tried to do like the starch diet. I've considered doing like a liquid diet. I've considered only eating raw foods and only consuming fruits and vegetables. And God, it is so hard. It is so hard. And it's like a mental game more than anything. And it's really frustrating because I feel like everyone has tried everything. Well, not necessarily, but there's a group of people. I mean, there's always somebody who has tried a certain diet, right? And it has worked for them. And to me, it's like, okay, like this diet worked for this person, this diet worked for this person, and it seems like everything has worked for somebody, and you think to yourself, okay, so if it works for them, then like it should work for me, right? And I should like basically cure all my problems and get rid of my acne and all the stuff, right? And no, that's not the case. And I feel like I've driven myself crazy trying all these different things. Now, the easiest thing for me to do is to give up dairy. Like, dairy is one thing that I've really tried and that I really enjoy, I guess, the benefits of giving up. I still love it. I still love eating dairy, but it's something that causes pain whenever I eat it too much. Like, I get headaches, and it's just not worth it to me because I can't function when I have a headache. And sugar is probably the hardest thing that I've tried to give up. Because I like sweet things, and I don't know, I feel like I'm rambling big time, but the truth for me about diets and acne is that you have to stick to something, but please, if you're gonna stick to something, please make sure that your mental health is still okay, because for me, it's been such a struggle to really like follow through, because I love food. Again, who would have thought? But here's the kicker for me. I don't know what the exact cause of my acne is. That is something that I really need to go figure out, right? And putting myself through, restriction and feeling how I feel emotionally is kind of pointless, because I really don't know what is causing my acne. It could be the products I'm using on my face, it could be the stress, it could be my atmosphere, it could be the air, it could be like so many different things, right? And I don't know what it is. And at the same time, I have to think like, okay, is it worth giving up this thing that I really enjoy eating for something that might not even help? Like, how is it gonna affect me mentally, And it's really something to consider and to really take seriously. And I'm not saying that I'm like done trying diets, because I'm not. I'm not done, because I still want to develop the discipline, and I still want to develop the strength to start something and finish it, especially when it comes to diet, which is like the hardest thing for me to do. But I still want to try something, and I still want to see if I can stick to it and see if it does improve my acne. I hope this video is not too rambly, but basically what I'm trying to say is, like, everything has worked for everyone, and you cannot try everything. You cannot put yourself through all of that. If you want to try something, pick one thing and try it and see if it works for you, but stick to it, like, for a long period of time. And if you can, go and try to figure out what is the cause of your acne. Start with internally, or maybe even if it's easier for you to start with the products that you're using, maybe look at that. Maybe look at the brushes that you're using, if you're cleaning them, like you're supposed to, and all that good stuff. But, everyone has tried everything, and everything has worked for everyone, and we are not everyone. So I encourage you to please, when it comes to diets and acne, to not drive yourself insane. Don't drive yourself crazy trying to figure out what the right and wrong things are to eat. First of all, everyone's bodies are different. And just because one thing worked for somebody else doesn't mean that it's going to work for you too, okay? We all come from different areas of life. We come from different backgrounds. We come from a different set of DNA and different genes and things like that. Like, we're all so different, and so many different things can be affecting our skin. So please try to get to the root of the problem first, and then make your decisions based off of that, because it's been so hard emotionally, because I've tried so many things, but I constantly feel like a failure because I can't stick to anything when it comes to my diet, because I have temptations and I feel sad, like I'm missing out on good food, and I don't like feeling like that. I don't like feeling like that. I really don't. And it's not healthy either. And it's not natural either. I live in the US of A, where there's sugar and everything. There's just so many different desserts out there. The food is so good. I'm Lebanese. I love Middle Eastern food. I'm also Hispanic. I love Mexican food. I love Hispanic food. I'm in a family of so many different cultures. I'm Middle Eastern, Hispanic. There's Peruvians, Puerto Ricans, Guatemalans, Mexicans, African Americans. There's, Arabs. It's like the food is so good, and we only get to live one time, and I just want to be able to enjoy my time here without killing myself internally and mentally, to have clear skin. So I want to save you from what I've gone through. Hopefully you haven't gone through what I've gone through. Make decisions wisely. Get to the root of the issue. Go to appropriate doctors. You can go see your regular doctor, your family doctor. You can go see a doctor that specializes in certain areas of the body. You can go to a Chinese medicine doctor. Maybe they can help you. You can go to a holistic doctor. You can go to a center where they test your entire body to see, what's working in what way, how certain parts of your body are. You can go to an integrative doctor who, includes both Western and Eastern medicine, and tests your blood and tests your breath and tests certain parts of your body. You have options, hopefully. I really hope that you do. And I hope that if you don't right now, that you will work towards being able to go see somebody. I know that it's expensive, and I haven't always had the means. When I was younger, when I was going through a lot of acne issues and major breakouts, my family didn't know what to do, and we didn't have the money to go to the top dermatologist, or literally anybody at all. So I hope that you'll get to that point someday, but don't drive yourself crazy trying to clear your acne, okay? I know this video was really rambly, but I hope that you got something out of it. My point here is that, again, every diet has been tried, and it's worked for someone out there, and you can't try all the diets. And what I'm doing here is talking to myself. I can't try every diet, even though I've tried. So do what makes you happy. And sometimes it's more important to save your mental health than to save your skin. Actually, all the time. It's more important to save your mental health than to save your skin. So I hope you all are doing well in every single way, especially mentally. And I hope that you are looking and feeling healthy, whatever that means to you, because health is important. And I just want to send all of you all of the good vibes and the love, and know that whatever it is you're going through, you will get through it. This too shall pass, and I'm there with you. So, love you guys so much, and I'll see you next time.